Hello, it's Kathy from Kathy's Quilts and Stitching. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for watching this video. I'm looking forward to sharing all the things that I've been working on in August and some of the things I might work on in September. So let's start with a previous finish because I like doing that now. And I'm going to show you this little project that I made in 2013. This is called Owls and Acorns. And it's a pretty tiny little wall hanging, but I love the oak leaves, the owls. I love doing the letters, the pumpkins. It's just so cute. Yeah, it's called Owls and Acorns. It used to be a freebie on Blue Ribbon Designs, and I just checked recently and it's not there anymore. They do have a lot of freebies on Blue Ribbon Designs, but not this one anymore. And I finished it just as a little mini quilt. Put a little label on the back, a regular binding. I like to do that. Usually I do put a hanging sleeve, but because I forgot this time when I was putting the binding on, I just got this little hanger from the quilt store with little clothespins, and that's how I hang it in my front hallway. And so I just wanted to share that little fall finish as we're starting fall, hopefully soon. Can't come soon enough for me. Okay, so that's my previous finish. Now we're going to show two things in the frog box. There's lots of things in the frog box. The frog department, as I like to say. The frog department has a lot of things in it, but I don't often show all of them because it's just too humiliating, but I will show two. One is a project that you've seen lots of times before. It is called the 2025 Collector's Heart by Heart in Hand. I really like it. I like the message. I like the colors. And I made a major error. I did something now I know you should never do. I started here and then I went this way and I went this way and this way at the same time. And it didn't join up because I made a major counting error. And so note to self, don't do that. So everything that's on this side of the center green line is wrong. So all of this stuff, this heart can stay and all of this still got to come out. But there was lots of things in here that I have already unstitched. And someone, was it Janice, I made a comment on my last floss tube to say, why don't you pick it up, do a bit of unstitching, and then start into adding some stitches every time you pick it up. And I thought that was a great idea. So I started doing that. And so I have added this flower on this side and started on the word. So I have almost the same amount on each side that is correct. So just a little bit more unstitching to do on that. So I'm pretty happy that I've made some progress and it doesn't feel as sad as it did. And I am picking it up more and putting a few stitches in. So it's coming back to life, coming out of the frog department. And the other one I'm going to show you, I don't think I've shown, or if I did, it hasn't been for a while. This was the Advent calendar project from 4 Boys and a Newfoundland Girl. And that was an Advent box that I did last December. And every day you open a new floss. And I have very well organized all of the flosses. Most of it's DMC, but here's a Brennan nettle floss that I really like. I haven't put that in yet. But anyways, the problem is that this fabric is really beautiful. I don't remember what it is now, but it's very tiny and it's beautiful hand dye. And I've tried many times to get that circle right. So finally, my friend Debbie suggested do some horizontal lines and see where you've made your mistake. So I find a mistake and then I fix it and then I find another mistake. So I don't know if I'll ever get that. I'm not stitching the bottom of that circle. I just can't seem to get past doing the circle. So I don't think you're going to really notice if there's a mistake on one side or the other once you get all of the motifs on the center finished, in the center finished. So I've been doing this horizontal line to help me and I've decided to work at the top and just start in. And maybe it'll line up again at the bottom and maybe it won't, but hopefully you won't notice it and I'll fudge it. That's the plan at the moment. Because Christmas is coming and winter, and I wish I would have had that already finished because I have new Advent boxes coming and new exciting projects to do, but I still really like that and I want to finish it. So that's in the frog box. Hopefully we'll finish, not finish, but get at least a little bit more done on that. Okay, so now, yes, finishes. Oh, I forgot to show you my book of days. Book of days, August. Here we are. I have a few stickers. I haven't finished my list. So on the left-hand side, I usually make a list of all the projects I worked on that month. And I haven't done my list for August yet, but I will. And I might put a photo on there or something. I haven't decided yet what I am going to do. But today's the last day, right down here. And I'll fill in what I stitch on today, and then that page will be done. I love doing my book of days. I don't make it complicated. I love to write in different color pens, and that's what I do. I keep a little bit of notes, but not a lot, and so therefore it doesn't become a chore, and I can keep up with it. I do have a section at the back where I have, autographs from Stitch North and some photos that have been taken over the year, and finished projects. I have another page. Yeah, I'll put more pictures on this back page. But anyways, Book of Days is up to date. And now I'm going to talk about finishes. I already had a floss pop out from something. Must be that one. Let's try to keep it organized, Catherine. Try your hardest. Okay, finishes. This was a start and a finish. Oh, pardon me. This month. I saw on Sarah Stitchy Spot that she had started a project by Louisa May Alcott, quote, called Nothing is Impossible. And so I pulled out just some threads from my stash. It started with the Orangina, which I've always liked, which is a orange to pink classic Colorworks floss. And then I just put some colors with it that I liked. And this, I'll talk a bit about this more later, about just choosing flosses that you like, not necessarily ones that are recommended, and just having fun. Encouraged by the curious crafters. My nose is running, pardon me. I'll talk about that in a minute. Anyways, so I started that. I downloaded the design from So Be Creative, I think. Oh, I should have written that down. I didn't even print it out. I just did it right from my download. It was so easy and so fun to stitch. Anyways, here it is. Nothing is impossible to a determined woman. I hope that's true. I don't know if it actually is, but I love it. I think it's very inspiring, and you can see how I did the colors. And the Orangina, which it was my starting floss, which is on the bottom of the pile, of course. Here it is. I did that in these flowers. So some of the flowers look orange, some of them look pink, and I used all of these flosses, all of these colors are in here somewhere. So fun, such a fun stitch. So thank you, Sarah, for that inspiration. And I really enjoyed it. And I'll put the information below if you want to go and download your own copy. Can't recommend highly enough. It didn't take me long. As I said, it was a start and a finish in August, and really fun. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Some people have talked about on Instagram, talked about making a drum or a wall hanging. It might be in a project bag. If I ever learn how to make project bags, talk about that every time. So that was finish number 1. Finish number 2 was quite a bit longer, and it is called There Is Room by the Proper Stitcher. And I do like to have some projects that are on Pattern Keeper, but I also do like to have some that are on paper so that you can take them places and it's portable, and especially for camping and summer outings. I took this a lot of places. And again, I did that idea where you just pull a bunch of flosses that you like. So this one I did all pink flosses from my stash. Some Classic Colorworks, some Roxy floss, and then I went on the motifs and I just assigned them each a color randomly. Just picked a floss, assigned it, did the smaller ones in lighter color, and this is how it turned out. I put it the stitching a little bit to one side because this fabric is highly modeled over here, so I just kind of move the stitching over so it will, you know, be like that. But look at those stitches. Oh, so cute. I saved the birds and to the second last, I guess, because the last motif I finished was the flower pot here. But oh, I love doing that so much. And I really do want to frame that. I'm thinking like a dark wood frame. So I'll look for something for that. And it is on 18 count dark green Aida that I got hand dyed from Million of Stitches, and it was delightful to stitch through. 18 count seems to be my favorite at the moment. I've ordered a lot of fabric from Million of Stitches. It comes quickly, it's lovely, good quality, fun to stitch on, so I can recommend them. So that was my second finish, and my third finish that I'm pretty also excited about. Ooh, I just hit the microphone. I hope the sound is better this time. I got a new microphone. Probably didn't enjoy that sound, but anyways, hopefully the sound is overall better. This got wet in the rain, but this was my August project for Colorado Cross Stitch Summer Camp. And the challenge was to try something new. And so I tried a pattern by somebody that I didn't know, Ars Anarica. I think she's from Spain. And I love this design. I bought it as soon as I saw it on Etsy. And it's a lot of black stitching, which I don't like. I don't like stitching with black, but I persevered and I finished it. I didn't think I would, because when I downloaded it to Pattern Keeper, it didn't download correctly, probably user error. And it said I had, I don't know, 6,000, 7,000 stitches, but it didn't download correctly. And it went, when I thought I was almost half finished, I was actually almost finished. So anyways, loved stitching that, even though I didn't like the black. I made a mistake on the umbrella and I was okay with that. I think it still looks good. And this summer has been horrendous. The air conditioning has been running almost 24/7 for the full 2 months up until last weekend when it changed by about 20 degrees. So it went from around 30 to 35 every day to around 15. So it's been quite a drastic change, a welcome change for me, but the summer people don't like it. But yeah, again, I don't know what this one's going to become. Is it going to be a bag? Is it going to be a wall hanging or some kind of a, I don't know yet what it's going to be. And the needle's still in there. This was stitched on a Roxy floss fabric. I don't know which one. Did I write it down? Probably not. Okay, well, sorry about that. I don't know what it was stitched on, but I know it's an 18 count. So that's 3 finishes for this month. I'm pretty pleased about that. There was a lot of stitching time in August, so that was awesome. Okay, let's get into the whips. First one, of course, the summer obsession is the Birds. Extraordinary Birds SAL by Lola Crow, which has just been amazing, mind-blowing. Here we are. That's what I've done so far. And my big accomplishment recently is that peacock. Now, most of the back stitching she asked for 2 strands. I only did the green in 1 strand because it was just taking over the beautiful colors in the tail too much. And I was much happier with it then. But look at that. Oh my goodness. When you say extraordinary, that's a good word for it. This is extraordinary. And the detail of what we've learned with all the creatures has just been so fun. And yeah, it has been a lot. And I'm not finished. So I think I'm on, was it Peacock 9 or 10? The romantic birds here. Oh shoot, I was going to read that. If I come across it, I'll read it, but I can't see it at the moment. But anyways, the information we learned about the birds was amazing. I loved it. Loved. And then all the little wonderful creatures. Fantastic. So yeah, I have, I think, 4 more steps to do. There's a enormous creature on this side, and kind of like oh, I forget what his name is already on this side that I really like stitching. Anyways, so many more creatures to put in. There's a lovely kind of hanging basket thing up here. Oh, it's just so beautiful. And I just hope I keep motivated now that the SAL is over and there's no new things and no communication coming. I just hope I keep at it because I really do love it. Next is my Aids. Heaven and Earth design. Mini Treasure Hunt Bookshelf by Amy Stewart. And here is how far I am. So you can see the tree and the little girl swinging in the tree. Well, I don't know if you can tell that's what it is, but that is what it is. and the books on either side. And I really can't decide if I should keep going over this way or come down this way. If you have a suggestion of what would be better, please let me know. I'm really enjoying that. I just love getting lost in it. And really don't care how it turns out or if it ever is finished. It's just fun. Okay, Spooky Night SAL. That's probably what I'm going to spend a lot of my time working on in the next couple of months. I only have the first step printed out because the rest I'm doing on Pattern Keeper. But this is by Tiny Modernist, and I'm doing mine on the recommended 28 count Jobelin in Sage Summer Khaki from Witcholt. And I'm trying this wonderful little tool that I bought at a meetup in Three Rivers meetup, and I'm trying that out to see how I like it for this project. And there we go. I have the first one finished, and I've started on the pumpkin block. I think that was the 4th one. There's so many great designs. We've been getting a step every week, and I have not been doing it because I've been obsessed with the birds, but I will start doing more of this for the fall, and it's really fun. It's 2 threads, 2 floss threads. So the birds is one, why didn't I say that? It's 1 strand of floss over 1 square on 18 count. And then this one is 2 strands of floss over 2 squares on 28 count. So it's very different, but I enjoy both kinds of stitching. Both make me happy. Okay, what's next? Next are my Stitch North projects. Are they? Yep, I did Spooky Night. So yeah, the Stitch North projects are in my Stitch North bag by Evertote, which I love. And let's see what we have in this bag. Oh, there's my glasses. my really magnifying glasses, not these ones. These are just regular readers. Okay. First of all, we have Chamomile Cottage by Diana Bloom. Diana Bloom Designs. She's a Canadian designer. And this is being stitched on 18 count porcelain by Roxy Floss. And I'm on the last page. I've got the house finished. And I just have more flowers over here to stitch. Mostly down here. More flowers. And what's over here then? Oh, the fence. Oh. So I have the fence posts here to still stitch. So I'm not on the last page. This is page 3 and this is page 4. So I've got this flower and more greenery and the fence posts, and then it will be done. But what a lovely stitch. I'm very much enjoy working on that. And I started that at Stitch North in April. These are all the flosses. Nope, these are the flosses. That. So lovely. And the other project I started at Stitch North is Serenity by Pansy Patch Designs. And I'm doing this 18 count speculoos 1/1. Doing pretty well on it. Working on that lady's big skirt. I've got the 3 borders done. Well, almost done. This one's almost done. And started on the bottom border. And I worked on this big flower this time. So fun. So fun. Oh, I really do feel a lot of serenity when I work on that. My flosses are always a mess. Is that how everybody's always are? I don't know if there's a better way to deal with these. When I put my project away, I just roll it up so it doesn't get any creases. And then I roll the floss up inside of it like that. And with the pattern, and then I shove it in the bag. So that's what I do. All right. Next. A finish fail. So I stitched this. I showed it last time. Modern Folk Embroidery Quaker Medallion. And I thought I'd really like to have it on a box. So I'm going to order a box. Here's the finished project. Love it. Stitched in 4515 variegated DMC. So I ordered a box, which I love. It's wooden and it has a little hinge here. And the hinge is broken, came broken. Well, there's a little thing missing, a little nail missing there. So I have to find another little nail. But I really love it, so I don't want to send it back. I just need another little nail to make that hinge work properly. So what's the fail part, you ask? Do we notice anything about the shapes? This is called a geometry fail. My math teacher was right about me. I can't do math. So what is this? This is a hexagon. Maybe. What is this? This is an octagon. Maybe. I don't know. Am I right about that? This has 6 sides. This has 8 sides. Why would I order this when I need this? Because this was on an Etsy shop and it was on sale and it was lovely. And so now my question is, would you put this on this? Or would you do something different? So it would fit size-wise on here. Believe me, I have played around with this. It would fit size-wise. It just isn't the right shape. What do you think? No. Try not to make a round peg fit in a square hole, maybe. Oh, that was a finish fail. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Okay, now we're moving on to giveaways. Last time I talked about giving away 2 patterns, and I didn't do the somebody's going to be getting a surprise. Somebody's going to be winning them. Here they are. Gosh. Twilight Moon. Somebody's going to be winning that from the comments from my last video. And this one is Be Your Own Kind of Beautiful. And oh, that really doesn't look straight in there. Well, I guess it's not straight. Be Your Own Kind of Beautiful. Those are coming to a winner near you. I knew I forgot to do something before the video. Okay, now I'm going to talk about Happy Mail. First of all, I won a draw through Helen D's blog, not blog, flosstube, and I won this pattern. And this is totally me. Stitching makes my heart sing, and I'm absolutely gonna stitch this. I might do it in different colors. I haven't worked on the colors yet, but I did find a fabric and million of stitches that I want to use, and it's this, and it has an opalescence to it. And I've never stitched on opalescence. I've seen lots of people talking about it, but this is opalescent white. Does that say Zweigart from Germany? And it has sparkles in it. It's a little bit stiffer than I like, but I'm willing to try to stitch on it because I think it would be beautiful for this. So thank you to Helen D for that lovely surprise. And where's my oh, this mess is a mess. One moment. Oh, there it is, way over there. Come on, why did I put it over there? Okay, I got a card from my friend Deanna, and a lovely card. And inside, she included a treasure. Look at this. A log cabin sampler pattern, old school, when you had the photograph on. And what's the year on it? It's by the Scarlet Letter, 1985. Look at that. And it's an old school pattern that was would you say hand drafted? Hand drawn? I'll show you part of it. It's all by hand. Isn't that so fun? Yeah, it feels like finding something from pioneer days. So thank you, Deanna. I don't know if I'll ever stitch it, but I love having it in my collection, and I will treasure that antique. So that was fun. Thank you to Deanna. And the next one was, oh, I already showed you the stitchy win from Helen D. And then somebody who reads my quilting blog, which is kathysquilts.blogspot.com, Brenda, said that her mom, I don't know if she had died or downsized, but she wanted to send me her mom's cross stitch patterns. So I said, sure. I had no idea what I was in for. She sent this box full of cross stitch patterns. I had so much fun looking through it. And then I was going to take it to a stitchy meetup with my friends and let them go through everything and see what they like. But then I was sick that day and I was so disappointed I couldn't go. So the next time in September when we meet, but all kinds of amazing projects. There's 2 sets of monthly stitches. So I'm going to pick one of these to do for next year because I love to do monthly stitches. And then lots and lots of Lizzie Kate projects. And for the first time ever, I have 2 prairie schoolers. Dun da da. Never had one before. Prairie schooler Santas. So I'm pretty excited about that. I've never made one, but these are classics, apparently, and I am so excited to have that. And this is another thing that I'll keep for myself. This is a little Halloween design, and this is how big it is. It's going to fit in that frame. Oh, so fun. I'm going to stitch that. That's on the to-do list. So thank you so much to Brenda for sending me those wonderful treats, and really have no idea how much fun I've had already. I haven't stitched anything, I haven't shared any with my friends, but I have set aside some things for some people that I would really like to give away, and it will bring lots of happiness to lots of people. So thank you, Brenda. Two shout outs. My friend across the pond, Charlie, as she calls herself Charlie, Stitching with Charlie, and she called me out on her floss tube for my Birds SAL, and that made me so happy. It was such a surprise, and I really thank you for that. That made my day. And go and visit her. I'll link her below in the box. What do you call it? The box below the video description box, something like that. And also Curious Crafters showed one of my projects, and you've seen it here. So this was their color challenge that they issued earlier in the year. And the idea is you get a black and white pattern and you make your own colors. And I chose the goldfinch, which is a freebie from La Di Da, and I wrote on all the colors I wanted to try. And this is how it turned out. I showed it before. But the Curious Crafters showed it on their video, so that made me so happy. And also you can see the one that they did. Yeah, Golden Finch. Is that what it is? Golden Finch? Yeah, Golden Finch. So this is going to be in my bird book. That idea is really solidifying in my mind, all my bird stitches. So those two shout outs were lovely. Now we're going to talk about starts. First, I'm going to get a little drink. What am I going to start this month? Well, I already started this. This was slotted for a September project, but I couldn't wait one night and I just started it. Where is it? Here. Silver Creek Samplers. It's called The Miracle of You. And I ordered the fabric that it was supposed to have, which is sapphire. I run a whim sapphire, and I really like it. It's nice and soft, and I love the blue. But when I was putting some thread on it, it didn't look right. I was not happy about it. And so I what do you call that? Auditioned a lot of other fabrics, and I chose another one. Oh, it's at the bottom of the bag. I thought I'd lost it. Phew! So I picked a Roxy Floss 16 count, and there's my start. So this is 2 threads over 2 on 16. I probably could have gone one thread over 1, but I did what they recommended. So when you look at this, I felt like it was too dark of a sky fabric, and it just didn't show up enough to make me happy. Anyways, I'm happy with this choice. This was going to be a September start, it was an August start, and I'm really excited to finish that. It says, "Sent from heaven's brightest star, what a miracle you are." So this is going to be for my grandson, and I would like to finish it this month. We'll see how that goes. September is usually in cross stitch world called Sampler September, and I have lots of samplers that I want to do. I don't know yet what I'm going to actually do, but one of the things I'd like to start has disappeared. Of course, because of this mountain. There, is that it? Yes. Ta-da! She pulled it from the mountain. Good job. Isn't that gorgeous for autumn? I don't have a fabric picked out yet, but I'm thinking about tea dyeing or coffee dyeing something for that. And I for sure won't do one floss. That's way too much for me to stitch in one color. I just don't. I have to have more colors. So I don't know yet what it will be, but it won't be that. This is stitched on 40 count. It also won't be that. And this is a WDW Rust or DMC 938. Won't be that. So that's my intended sampler September start. And also I'm going to do a restart. So this is called We Love Nature. This was a pattern I downloaded from Etsy by Happy Mood Point. And I love it and I want to make it. I want to do it like they did with browns, golds, and greens. I have lots of floss just grabbed out of my stash in those colors. And this was my start, if you remember from a while ago. This piece of fabric is too small. I guess it's a big one. Yeah, so this was the middle and it was gonna go right off the edge. So that was that. Sat for a long time. Then I got a custom order from Anne. What's her business called? Anne's Crafts. And she brought it to me at Stitch North, but I custom ordered it, hand dyed, an 18 count. And this is how big it is. Do you think that will be big enough? That cracks me up. So this is going to be this on this. I'll have to change the greens to darker greens, and I might add in some other colors. We'll see. But I just love all the little motifs, all the little creatures on there. Going to be so fun to stitch. Oh, you can see better on here. There we go. So I'm also looking forward to starting that in the fall. But this is pretty crispy. I need to crunch it up or something. I don't know. So big. I don't even know how, because I stitch in hand. I have no idea how I'm gonna wrangle that, but that's a tomorrow problem. Okay, that's going to be a start. And also there's going to be a new start coming up, a round robin with some Canadian stitchers organized by Lisa of Forest City Stitcher, Lisa. And she's going to organize, I think, 6 people, and we're going to do a round robin. It's going to be my first cross stitch round robin, so I'm pretty excited about that. So you'll hear more about that in the months coming up. And also in September, I might attend the Harvest Moon hangout by Lindy Stitches. I do like to do their online events, but that weekend is the same weekend as Mr. Grandson's birthday, so I don't know how much I'll be available, but I could maybe stay up during the night and hang out with other cross stitchers. So I think that covers everything on this immensely messy desk. Now I'll have to corral it all and put it somewhere. I don't know where. And I hope that you have a wonderful fall. If it's the fall season coming up for you, it is for me. It's my favorite. I can't wait for the hot weather to go away and stay away. And I wish you a happy stitching, everyone. And thanks for visiting. Bye for now.